can see me and hear me, let me know. I just wanted to pop on here really quickly and say hello to everybody and to share some of my anxiety with you. It's not a bad kind of anxiety, but I'm sitting here in my studio and I am trying the best that I can here to get some work done and hopefully get uh, some video things done. I have a video that is rendering right now, and I am just waiting on it to finish so I can get it uploaded. But as of right now, we are at 99,954 subscribers. 99,954 subscribers right now. So I need 46 more people to subscribe to my channel today to hit 100,000. I don't know if we'll hit it today. I'm hoping we will. If not, probably tomorrow, if all goes well. But then again, I am getting ready to upload a video here shortly. So I'm working on uploading a video this afternoon that'll be going live. And then once that is uploaded, I'm hoping that will help the subscriber count. So, hey, there's Jujubee. Hey, how are you? And Sandra, love your shows, especially when you provide us with your recipes. Well, Sandra, thank you very much. I appreciate you watching. And there's 22Q Cat. There's Lynn. Yeah, what's going on, guys? Hey, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, and if you don't mind, share this and let people know my channel is there because we're at 99,954 subscribers. I need 46 more people today to hit that 100K. And it's so funny, I'm sitting here, I titled this before I just really quickly went live for you guys. I titled this, The Anticipation is Killing Me, because I watched another YouTuber who does a bunch of stuff that I really, really enjoy, and he hit 100,000, I guess it was probably about a year ago now, something like that. And he's a video editor and color grading kind of guy, and so he's one of the people I've learned how to do all that stuff from over the last year and a half. And he filmed a video of himself waiting for his 100,000 subscribers to kick in, and I was like, man, that seems like that's really intense and takes a lot of anticipation and stress going on there. But I'm experiencing it myself now. It's probably about a year later after I'd watched that video of his. So this is really cool. So who do we got here? Let's see what's going on in the comments section. Catherine, hope you make your goal. Thank you. And I have no idea if that's Swawa1 or if that's SWAWA1. Way to go. Thank you very much. Hey, Vincent. Hello to Donna. Hello, Addicted to Antlers. And Melody is here. I'll tell my sister to subscribe. Well, thank you, Melody. I appreciate that very much. Hello, Bruce. How are you? Hello, Faith. And hello, Bonnie. Thank you for sharing and celebrating this moment with us as we're counting down. And Jujubee says, just shared you out, fingers crossed. Thank you so much. Yeah, those shares make such a big difference, guys. It really, really does. You have no idea how much I appreciate everything that so many of you have done. I can't begin to tell you just the experience of growing this YouTube channel like we have and the community like we have and the different things we've done. It's absolutely amazing. And we are so close to that 100,000 goal. And I've got the window pulled up here on the computer as I'm working on videos today, and just kind of keeping an eye on it and just waiting to see if I can get a video clip of it actually crossing over to 100,000. I think that would be really cool if that happens today and not like in the middle of the night while I'm asleep or something. So let's see. Yes, let's see. Angie sings. Hey, Chris, made some pasta the other day. Yum. I'm so glad you enjoyed that recipe. I have some pasta salad, carnivore pasta salad in the refrigerator I made yesterday. We're going to finish up the rest of that tonight because we're filming a video tonight with beef patties. That's going to be a fun one. You guys watch this because it's really a cool video. It's not just beef patties. It's much more interesting than just doing, just a beef patty or something. It's going to be a lot of fun. So that's going to be fun. There's going to be an experiment with that, and we're going to have that pasta salad along with the experiment, and that's really cool. And then I actually did a double batch, and I made the rest into spaghetti noodles, and those are going with our steaks on Friday, Saturday, sometime. We're going to figure out when we're having those. So 100K, we're almost there, John. We're almost there. We're sitting at 99,954 subscribers right now. Julie says, good luck. Keep it going. Thank you so much, Julie. There's Bruce. I'm fine as frog hair. Thank you for asking. I like that. I haven't heard that phrase, fine as frog hair, for a long time. So I grew up around all kinds of sayings like that, but I haven't heard that for a while, so appreciate that. Let's see. Catherine, what's up, Chris? The tortilla recipe is spot on. Well, thank you, Catherine. I particularly enjoy that recipe as well. So really glad that you are enjoying that. And let's see. Robert says, huzzah. Thank you so much, Robert. And huzzah right back to you for being here and being part of the community. Jujubee, Chris, a watched pot never boils, young man. That's true, a watched pot never boils, but I won't be able to get the clip if I'm not watching it for 100,000 and keeping an eye on it. So looks like my video just finished rendering, so what I'm going to be able to do here is get that starting to upload, because that'll take that a little while. So Angie sings, thumbs up, yeah. And Nana1776 says, hello. Well, hello to you. Catherine, have you tried to freeze your pasta? So I haven't frozen the pasta. I have refrigerated and reheated the pasta, and it does great. So freezing should cause no additional issues. As long as you bring it down to room temperature and freeze it, and then thaw it in the refrigerator so you don't thaw too quickly, and then put it back into hot water, should be totally fine. So howdy, Marshall. I'm eating the flatbread as I type this. My wife swears she's cheating. Awesome. Well, I'm so glad to hear that, Revelator. Thank you so much for telling me. I'm glad you guys are enjoying that. 22Q Cat Lynn made pasta salad last night after you mentioned it in Tuesday's live. Delicious with your pasta. It's so good, and it's just that pasta is good cold, it's good warm, it's good every single way I've had it so far. I'm really glad I have that recipe. Marshall says, looking forward to trying your bread and tortilla recipe. Well, Marshall, I hope you enjoy those. If you have trouble with either of them, because these are kind of odd sort of things, right? Like these are new ways of cooking that have nothing to do with the typical ways we do this kind of stuff. So it can take a little bit of practice. So if you have any trouble with any of those things, you just let me know and I'll be more than happy to help you out. So let's see. John says, how's your other channel doing on subs? We're a little over 1,500 on the Studios channel. We've been trying to get caught up on the videos that I needed to do on this channel, because right before I ended up having to go to Indiana when my grandpa passed away, right before that, I had like 4 or 5 different products all show up at the exact same time. And I'd agreed with different companies to try out some stuff. I like, testing things out like that for you guys, just to see if we can find something good and see if there's something useful in that. And they all just showed up at the exact same time. So I had agreed to do all of that, and I'm trying to do less product videos, because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to sell stuff. I'm just trying to, help you guys find good things and then show you how to use it. But occasionally, there are some really cool products, and so I had agreed to do some that I thought, these are things people might actually really like. They all showed up at the same time, and then like 2 days later, we had to leave, and we were gone. And so I got way behind on some filming stuff, and it was just difficult trying to catch up. So that's what ended up happening with that. So now that we're caught up, though, we just finished filming the last of the product videos, and actually one of them is what I'm editing today. It's a knife set, and you guys are really going to love this. And it's not a recipe, but it's actually how to take a whole chicken and break it down in 2 different ways into all of the pieces, or to break it down and just completely debone the entire thing so you can use it for a cool recipe that I'm going to have coming out very, very soon. So the video I'm doing today, though, I'm showing you how to break down a whole chicken so you can get all of the chicken pieces, and you can save money, because whole chicken is usually a lot cheaper per pound than buying whole chicken pieces that are already cut. So you can get whole chickens, especially when they go on sale. And on top of it, you get the carcass and you get the skin and all these other things that sometimes you don't get that kind of stuff when you buy pre-cut chicken pieces. So you can make bone broth, you can make chicken chips from the skin, or you can leave the skin on and get the skin and the fat with the chicken you're cooking, like all kinds of cool stuff. So that's what this video is that I'm editing here today and getting ready to upload. And I think it's going to be really, really good. So let's see who's here. We have John and Jujubee. Yep, talked about that. Catherine says, excellent, yes. Pixie Lee Art, quit lurking and subscribed. Good luck. Well, thank you, Pixie Lee. I'm very glad that you subscribed and glad that you're part of the community here with us. So don't be a stranger now that you're subscribed, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out the videos. Nana says, I have made the bread and it turned out awesome. Well, thank you very much for letting us know. I'm glad you enjoy that one. I sure enjoy that one. And it can take practice to get it right. You know, do it a couple of times and you get it down. So Marshall says, 3 weeks into carnivore, ketovore, and really miss the bread and tortillas. Just being able to make tacos and burritos and sandwiches will be amazing. Hey, I understand, Marshall. I really, really do. And that's why I create these things. You know, it's not that I have this stuff every day, but occasionally if I'm really wishing I could have something like that or just have fun in the kitchen, I love doing that kind of stuff. And that makes a big difference for me. Also, you know, sometimes what it really comes down to is you might not be feeling like you need that stuff yourself. Maybe you are, maybe you're not, but there might be people in your family who you're trying to convince that, one, you're not crazy, and two, that this would be a really good thing for them. And that can be much easier to help people transition over to a low carb diet, whether it's keto, ketovore, carnivore, any of that kind of stuff, if you have things that are more recognizable for them. And you know, it's kind of like there's a biblical principle, and if you don't share the beliefs that I do, that's totally fine. No hard feelings. That's cool. We love you just the same. So I'm just coming from where I come from here, but there's a biblical principle where Jesus was talking to Pharisees in the Bible, and he said, "The sick are not the people that need a doctor." And you know, why do you hang out with sinners? Because the sick don't need a doctor, or the healthy, rather. I'm sorry, the healthy are the ones that don't need a doctor. The sick are the ones that need the doctor. So I feel like, you know, with these kinds of recipes and stuff, it's like I'm not making these recipes for people who eat meat, salt, water, and feel totally stable on that. And I don't think there's a huge percentage of people that feel that way every single day. I think that's easy to do for a short period of time, but it can be difficult to sort of wrap your mind around doing that long term. And, you know, whether you want to or not, that's up to you. But I do think getting there, sometimes it can be a lot easier when you have some other things that you can use along the way. And that's one of the things that I feel like is really helpful with these carnivore and ketovore and keto type recipes that I do on this channel. And I hear this from a lot of people, you know, that watch my channel and they say, you know, this has helped me really stabilize, or I've become more carnivore since using your recipes, or, you know, any of these kinds of things. And y'all, that just makes me very happy to know that it is helpful to people. So it just makes me feel so fulfilled to know that I can help people. So Catherine says, I wish you had a booth selling your food at the Wilson County Fair. Yeah, that would be pretty cool if you could do stuff like that, places like a fair, wouldn't it? I think I already saw you do that chicken breakdown already. So John, I actually haven't released this video yet. I have done a basic chicken breakdown where I deboned the entire chicken in my Teifer video. So I'm kind of referencing that in this and then linking back to that Teifer video. But I'm also taking a second whole chicken and breaking it down into 2 wings, 2 thighs, 2 drumsticks, and 2 breasts, and then the carcass, so that you have everything separated out. So you go from whole chicken broken down all the way, and I'm going into detail for that because it's a little daunting if you don't know how to do it, but once you do it once or twice, it is very simple, and it's way cheaper to buy whole chickens. Plus you get the bones and things, you can do all the bone broth. When you make your own bone broth, that's really good too. And I'm going to do a video that shows how I do my roasted bone broth, which it's very simple, but it's a super tasty thing to have around. So, and then I use bone broth, whether it's beef or chicken or any of that kind of stuff. I use bone broth or even meat broth. You know, I'll put the trimmings of the meat in there with the bones, and I can use that broth to cook and make gravy or any of the things that I do. So, Dolores says, good to see you. It's good to see you, Dolores. Glad you're here. Jujubee is packing for a camping trip this weekend. The event people failed miserably at meal planning for me. It's fine. I'll bring a cooler. LOL. Hashtag not compromising. I love that. And that's the thing, you do the best you can. And if that means you got to take a cooler with you or you got to, figure out what you do, then that's what you do. And that's fantastic. So proud of you for that. Marshall says, I recently bought a whole chuck roll and butchered it myself for about 12 steaks, 2 large chuck roasts and 2 smaller ones, 2 to 3 pounds of stew meat, about 3 pounds trim for ground beef. See, that's the thing. It's when you buy those large cuts of meat like that, you get so much out of it for honestly not a whole lot of money sometimes. And part of that is because of the fact that you are paying for the convenience of the butcher to break that all down for you and then put it on a styrofoam plate and wrap it in plastic. And, they mark that up because they need to make more money because it takes more time. Whereas if they just give you the great big untrimmed cut, they don't have to pay for that time, so it's cheaper. And then you get all of those trimmings and all of the bones and all the everything else that we all know we can use for things. They basically just throw all that away, or they grind it up into burger, which you could grind it up into burger, or if it's chicken, they just throw it all away or grind it up or whatever. So I think it's so much better when you can take whole things and break it down yourself. And I don't necessarily do it all the time. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But it's a great way to save some money and just get yourself some extra products that you can use, like bones for bone broth. So let's see. John says, I use tortillas for cheesesteak wraps. Man, that sounds really good. I love cheesesteaks. And I've got a video I did with Victor actually on doing a carnivore cheesesteak with my bread recipe modified to be a hoagie bun. You guys go over to Southern Keto's channel and you can see that. But that sounds really, really good though to do that as a wrap too. That would be awesome. So let's see. So we got our video done here. And we're going to go ahead and upload that. So you guys are hanging out with me as I'm sitting here in the studio today and doing all of this craziness here. So let's see what we got going on in the comment section. Catherine says, Amen. Marshall, plan to take a load to my dad and see if it may be a way for him to eat a little healthier for his diabetes. That would be great. And see, that's a good example. Someone that has diabetes, especially when it's a mom, a dad, someone who is, I don't know, older, more set in their ways, whatever you want to call it. It's, that's the kind of situation. You're not going to make people do anything, but you can encourage people to do things with silent examples and just gentle encouragement and recipes that look more familiar to them and, things like that. And that's the thing. It's like, do you want to be right or do you want to help people? And that's the kind of the argument that I have with some of the dogmatic people that pop on my channel and talk about how what I do is pointless or dumb, or this isn't, what a carnivore diet is for, whatever, just eat meat and get over it is kind of the attitude. And it's like, okay, well, that's great, but how many people are you actually helping? And how are you going to get people like elderly people who, they're not going to change unless they choose to, because no one's going to tell them what to do. When you get to that age, they're not going to change. Shoot, I'm kind of that way now. What about kids? I had someone who had a child that has autism and does not process things the way the rest of us do. And they made my pizza crust recipe and they were able to bring their child's carb count down because normally their child, they told me, will eat something that is a substitute recipe. It's like supposed to be a pizza crust, but it's a low carb pizza crust because the texture is so different and it doesn't taste right. Because they don't process things the way the rest of us do, they just react and throw the plate across the room. And they ate my pizza crust all the way through, didn't even question it, and they were like, it means so much to have things like this. So it's like, for someone like that, like, what do? You just gonna tell them eat meat, salt, water, and just tell them to get over it? There's a lot of reasons that I think this can be useful, and it's not for everybody, and that's cool. But that's one of the reasons that I love doing this. So let's see, who else we got here? John says, got my type 2 under control and A1C normal after 6 months ketovore. John, that is amazing. Rock on, John. Everyone tell John rock on in the comments. That's fantastic. Higher Calling says, I found you because of your carnivore spaghetti noodles, but I haven't made them yet. Can't wait to give them a try. Well, Higher Calling, I hope you enjoy them. I love them. I have a batch in the refrigerator right now that are going to be used for dinner Friday or Saturday. So Excuse me. Marshall says it's about $90 for the chuck roll. That's amazing to get all of that stuff for 90 bucks. That's so great. A normie asks, says, nice. Yeah. So we are at 99,900. We got just a little under 50 to go, folks. So a little under 50 subscribers to go today. So hopefully between this live and the video I'm about to put out, maybe that'll help a little bit, and we'll get a little bit of a boost this afternoon, and we'll see if we can't get there. So Juju says, my grandpa used to say, you can be right or you can be happy. You seldom can do both. Man, if that isn't the truth, I love that. John says, carnivore mac and cheese for kids. Absolutely. That's a great idea. And Juju says, haha, tell an autistic kid to get over it. That's hysterical. Go pound dirt, peeps. Yes, I agree. There's some people that just, they either don't understand or they've never interacted with a real human being face to face. I'm not sure. But we just, we just do our thing and let people think what they want. So, yeah, so we're going to get this video uploaded for you guys. This is going to be going live today, and it's a little later than I normally upload things, so it's probably going to be about 4 or 5 o'clock before this video will go live today, but it's going to be there for you guys. And the breaking down of the chicken, I go into a lot of detail of all the different joints of a chicken and how to get through it to make this as easy as possible, because the first time I did this, I really struggled. So I think that this will be really beneficial for you guys. So well, I'll tell you what, the chat has kind of died down. The viewers are going down. We're already 21 minutes in, and I got to get this video done. So I'm going to let you guys go, and I just appreciate all of the help and all of the support. Like, subscribe, share the channel to try to get us some more subscribers, and stick around because might be by the end of the day, we might just hit that 100K. So we'll see. We're at 99,954. We got 46 to go. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love every single one of you guys. We'll be here for you, and hopefully we'll have 100,000 subscribers soon, and there will be some giveaways coming. So keep an eye on the channel, hit the notification bell. You guys eat your meat, love your life, and we're going to see you in the kitchen or maybe here in my studio for more recipes, live streams, and all kinds of craziness. Bye, y'all.